All right, another episode of Jab University. Today we've got Olympic alternate at 152 pounds, Sharahya Moreu. What's up, girl?
How are you? I'm doing good.
I'm doing all right. I see you've been real busy, jet setting, traveling. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
All
I'm
right.
living the
So
life, living everything at the moment.
yeah, I see that. I'm jealous. I'm real jealous.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I should get a residency in California at this point. Been
Uh,
here so
I
much.
I think so. So you had a busy 2019, had Olympic trials. Then you got the call to be an alternate. They moved camp from out here in cold Colorado to sunny Southern California. And now you up in LA.
Yeah, I went from literally Big Bear went to Louisiana, then to San Diego, and then went back to LA. So I've been in Cali a lot. I wish they did the camp back in San Diego. It was nice. The view was beautiful, and now it's like Colorado Springs. I'm like, dang it. But the altitude is where it's at. We need the conditioning there.
Yeah, it finally stopped snowing here though. So
Yeah,
that's a plus.
I don't want to be in no snow. I need
Yeah,
some sun.
yeah. And I live here.
I feel bad
I,
for you.
yeah, thanks. So everybody that doesn't know you, you've got the coolest nickname in boxing, Pueblo Rican. Where does that come from? What does that mean?
All right, it's unique and it stands. I stand with the name because it represents who I am. My mother's Native American. Pueblo is a tribe, and then my father's Puerto Rican. And when I was younger, because my pops used to rap, they used to be like, "Oh, look, this little Pueblo Rican, Pueblo Rican." I used to hate it. I was like, "Oh, be quiet." And then when I got to boxing, and I remember my first time I did Instagram, I saw have a username. I'm like, Puerto Rican. Everyone uses it. It's me. And it stands out, and it represents both the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
Puerto
dope. Yeah,
Rican.
yeah, and your dad's just cool with giving names too. You know, his name's Yoruba. Your little brother's Yoruba. It's a African
Yeah.
tribe. Your sister's
All my
name's
family.
Aset. Yeah, which is Egyptian goddess. So your dad's really cool with giving names. So it
You
fits.
got your research down.
Yeah, yeah, it fits you. So let's talk about it. I had a chance to work in your corner. Was it the first night of the Olympic trials in was it
Oh
Lake
yeah.
Charles? Yeah, and then I didn't work the rest of the time, but you won that night. Um, you didn't win the trials, but you got the call to be an alternate. And how did that come about? So there was some controversy with the Olympics in general, but then you got the call to go out to San Diego. How did that come about?
Honestly, I was training up in Big Bear with Cecilia Bregas and Abel Sanchez, and I got the call at from my pops told me, and then he said, "You're the Olympic alternate." I was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Oh, that's cool," but I was just kind of confused at first because originally it was somebody else, and then I don't know what exactly happened to her, and so made me popped off based off the rankings and the other people who did went pro, you know. So I
Uh,
got that call, and it was crazy because that day I remember specifically I went to go pay for something at the store, and my total came out to 777. And like that's one of like an angel number, like you're on a good path, you know. And the lady's like,
yeah,
"Today's a lucky day for you," and I was like, "It sure is, ma'am. It sure is," because like, I got that call and then all these other offers, and I was like, "Hey, I'm on a good track. I just needed that sign, so that was a good day for me."
yeah, and then like you were saying before that, you was in Big Bear sparring the first lady of boxing, Cecilia Breakers. How did that show up, man? That's cool.
Yeah, I got a call from some boxing friends and everything. Asked me, do you want to be in camp? She's looking for sparring, somebody aggressive and everything else. And they're like, first I was like, I don't know because the girl she was fighting, I'm like, I'm not the height. I'm taller than the girl she was supposed to fighting, but they needed the work anyway. So I was like, shoot, I'm down. I'd be pretty down if I said no. You know, that's a good experience and chance to get in with the world champ and like the history and all the knowledge she has, and it was amazing.
And then you were up there with the great coach Abel Sanchez at Summit Boxing Club. How was it training there? Just that environment. It's a world famous
It's
gym. How is it in that gym?
Man, I'm gonna say that altitude is no joke up that mountain, and it's so hot. It's like a sauna. I thought Colorado Springs was bad. Nah, that tops everything. Like, if you want to be in shape, just go in there. I swear, you ain't gonna lose a fight there.
Oh,
But
that's
like, it's like next level. And they're so professional because I'm still an amateur, and I've been around pros. But there's a difference between like pros and someone who's actually serious and actually, like on the right path. As you say, like they live and breathe that style 24/7, no party, like they're focused. So it was like, oh shoot, let me focus too. Let me get it going.
so
But
they're
no,
the embodiment
very
of boxing as a
sorry.
lifestyle.
Yeah, and Abel Sanchez is very old school. He's so welcoming. He's like a grandfather. He's so nice to me. I was so like embarrassed. Like, I'm so intimidated. The name, I'm like, is he gonna not like me? Because when I was there, it's all a mountain, and there's like there's no Uber or anything like that. There's no Uber Eats or so I was like, damn, I can't do nothing here. And I was like, maybe get a car or something. Like they gave me a bicycle, so I had to like ride the bicycle to the training to camp. Yeah, going up this mountain and everything. And I was like, man, I was going every morning, like like 5:50 in the morning because I had to make the run at 6 a.m. Or like they stretch and then they run. And I was like, it's cold. It's so cold. My hands went numb and everything. And I was like, damn, my legs are getting tired going up this mountain. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sacrifice it. Maybe they're trying to test me out to see, like, she ain't gonna last doing the bike and everything. But no, I did. Back and forth to the gym 3 times a day. So I was getting my miles in on the bike too and running and everything else.
And so now you out in LA. That's a big transition from the war zone in Albuquerque. You got the sunglasses on. You act like a movie star.
It's sunny.
You was at all the
And
fights, taking pictures at all the fights.
LA is where it's opportunity-wise and just to branch out in boxing, especially if you're trying to market yourself. This is where I feel like you need to be at. There's so much to do here, especially where I'm from, Albuquerque. Ain't much. There's nothing for me really. Like, you could get work here, meet new people. There's endless opportunities to do here. Now I see why a lot of people like say YouTubers or just even the TikTokers come out here just to like connect with other people. Because if you want to get your name out, you gotta do it. You gotta take that that step and move out, get out your comfort zone. That's what I've been doing lately.
Yeah, and I seen you. Were you were there this weekend for the big fight, wasn't it? Was it
The
Ramirez Taylor?
Yeah, we got lucky with that one because we got tickets from one of the fighters and we got the wristband. We actually could have went to the ringside, but we had the seats up there on top where the fighters are was actually better than the ringside because we saw more. And they're like, "Oh, we got some tickets for you guys," and I was like, "Give me them, let's go." So I've been like blessed and have got like a lot of luck lately. So with some things, I'm like, oh, everything's falling in place.
So I know that at one point you were really debating turning pro, and now you got the Olympic alternate spot, and so what you gonna do, dog? You gonna go get
Right
paid, or
now,
you gonna hang around in the amateurs for a while?
like, I would love to. That anybody's goal is to be like an Olympian, but my thing is I don't want to chase that dream too much, you know. And plus, I want to continue racking up more like experience. I really want to do more international. That's my thing before going pro, so I can have more experience and build on my resume. So when someone offers me, they have no choice to give me a better deal. That's what I'm trying to do.
Makes
So
a lot of sense.
whatever happens this next couple years, I might turn pro. I might not. Depends on what I get better than what I'm getting now. Just say it that way. But if USC Boxing still want me going on because that day we all had this talk, alternate, they were talking about it, and they still want me, then I'll be with it. If not, something else better comes, something comes. So it's like a toss and turn, just depending, because you can't really, the future, I feel like you can't really say, I'm going to do this. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I'm just waiting for my opportunity to see what comes best first.
So you mentioned you getting work out in LA. Who you been working with?
She's out here. I'm with her and her family. They've been treating me real good here. I love. They're like family. And then other fighters within my weight class, other girls, and Buddy McGirt. I've been training at their gym and just trying to work more. How do you say? Not amateur, more doing pro, because eventually we all know I'm gonna turn pro. So we gotta really work on that more now.
Yeah, I seen you and her working out, got like 1 million views. That was dope. You're a star now. You viral, dog.
We hit 1 million.
You hit 1 million, dog.
Bro, we're getting close to 2 million. I saw it was like 1.5. I was like, oh shoot. And then I was. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty dope because y'all was getting interviewed by Ellie Seckback reporting. Yeah, y'all was getting interviewed by him. You know what I mean? You ain't even turned pro yet, but you're on some
No,
big platforms now.
no, but it's good because especially as a female, we need an amateur. If I even step up to just like get a name out there, it's good for when I go back home for anybody else from New Mexico to know like, we got females, we got people who can fight too. We're not a stepping ground stone, Gotta, and so if I had to be that person to branch out for everybody else, I'll do it. Because that's
Yeah,
just better for the next generation coming up.
yeah, because the little girls in New Mexico can really bang. Y'all got a
That's what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
nationally named, from juniors to youth, you're elite. You guys got a lot of people in New Mexico, and it's a boxing state. There's a lot of
Yeah,
boxing places, but New Mexico seems to be a real boxing state, especially the gym you started out in, Johnny Tapia's gym. Me Vita Loco, everybody loved Johnny Tapia, and you had a special relationship with him. Can you tell me about that?
yeah, because when I started boxing, I don't like boxing. I don't want to do this. I did it because I got in trouble. Like typical, I thought I was big, bad, and bougie, fighting these little cholas and stuff like that. And my pop said, "You think you bad?" I was like, "Shoot, heck yeah!" But I went in the ring and I did my thing. And then so that's when transitioned to Johnny Tapia, but he didn't like girls boxing. He said girls are too beautiful, delicate. He didn't want them boxing. And he took a chance on me because he knew how me and him lost our mother around the same age and our stories. And I was really into basketball at the time. And he really wanted to play basketball, but he threw me in tough. He's like, he wanted to see if I was a sink or drown type. And so he threw me in with the boys. I was reminded I was like 12, going to be 13, freaking banging out these 20-year-old men plus. And I was like, damn. But I did it, and then I stuck with it, and it ended up becoming like my negative story into something positive. And then now I'm here. It's crazy how boxing just transitions a lot of people's life into like, now I'm meeting people like all over the country and world, and all my good friends are more from like different states in my own city.
Yeah, man, boxing does save lives. And my daughter has a joke with my son, like, you ain't got no friends. Dad made all your friends because he makes you box. So that's their
It
little
be
joke.
like
But
that. It really be
yeah,
like
it do be
that.
like that, man. Yeah, a lot of my friends came from boxing too. So like it does save lives, and you're telling the story about how it saved your life. You was out there fighting with the cholas out in Albuquerque, and everybody know Albuquerque is pretty
Getting
dangerous, man.
suspended and everything.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it could have went a whole different way because Albuquerque is a
yeah.
pretty dangerous city.
Anybody who knows Albuquerque know how quick that situation could be. Especially it's easy to get into the streets. It's easy with anybody. So for me to like not be a part of that, and I see my friends who are not on the best path they should be, it's kind of like damn. I left that area, those people, and which is now look at me where I'm at. So it's good.
And you're wearing your sunglasses in the car, man. Like you a superstar now.
No, it's the sun, the prescription. I swear, I gotta see.
No,
I look nice.
before I let you go, let everybody know how to get a hold of you on social media.
You gotta know my nickname Pueblo Rican. I stand by it. That's everywhere on the platform. Instagram. I don't know. Use Snapchat. You can use it on Snap, but our Facebook. Sharahya Moreu.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you. Best of luck in the future, and I'll be chopping it up with you again.
All right. Thank you. Be
All right.
safe.
All right. You too. Later.
Bye.